All right, guys. I mean, I think maybe you tried to sabotage my crank. That's what I think. It's still not working. Director Kathy, can you show over there what's just right on the side of our set? Are these CO2 canisters?
They got refills?
Take a look over there.
Don't be smoking over there.
I've got supplies. I've got refills going on. Oh, it's a little dark over there, I'm telling you. You can make them out there, though. I will not be foiled, Amin Elhassan. You have not gotten the best of me. You just wait to see what happens at the end of this. And look, there's a trade, and I can't even use the crank. Cleveland finalizing a trade for Andre Drummond. League source tells ESPN.
So who's going the other way? Tristan Thompson?
We will find out. Wow. What do you think of Cleveland picking up Andre Drummond?
Well, it's got to be Tristan Thompson going the other way, right?
I don't know what to think about that one. That is surprising.
This is wherever Andre Drummond went, we said the same thing. You better be prepared to pay him because he's going to he has a player option he's probably going to opt out of. So and we see all the free agents go off the market, right? Dylan Brooks is off the market.
Yep.
Iguodala's off the market. Gallinari may or may not be off the market.
Are you telling me you're going to tie up all your money on Andre Drummond and Kevin Love?
No, Kevin Love is gone for sure this season.
No. Kevin Love is only gone if someone takes him.
But
they have been trying to trade him for a long time.
Maybe Detroit did it.
Did Detroit take Kevin Love?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. This is going to be very interesting. Woj, I'm sure, will have more details. Jackie, Amin sabotaged my crank. Jackie's out here trying to make my crank work. Amin, I will get you, and we will figure this out during the break.
Best trade deadline ever.
But guess what? We are less than an hour until the trade deadline, and Amin Elhassan has sabotaged. You have tried to bamboozle me just when we have a big trade. Cleveland finalizing a trade for Detroit's Andre Drummond, according to Woj. And Zach Lowe is with us. He is going to break down for us what is happening here, Zach. My trade crank isn't working. Andre Drummond is going to Detroit. Anarchy. It is anarchy at this trade deadline. Can you please clear some of this up for us?
The trade crank not working is the most disappointing part of the day. It's just untenable. This is untenable. Look, Andre Drummond had no trade value at all. The Pistons knew that. They realized it about 3 days ago. They were willing to trade him for second-round picks, and that's all they got. Cleveland was one of the teams that I was watching. Charlotte was the other one. And, we'll see what happens now with his player option in the offseason. He has the same agent as Kevin Love, which is kind of an interesting little plot twist. But, look, Cleveland needs a center. He's only 25 or 26 years old. He's not that far from the timeline of Sexton and Garland. Like, it's not a crazy trade to get him for nothing. I mean, almost literally nothing.
Right. And do you think that they are interested in re-signing him if he opts out of that deal?
I think so. I don't know why. I mean, I guess you trade for him at this price no matter what, but I would assume, yeah, they do have an interest in re-signing him. I haven't checked in quite yet, but I would assume you don't make this trade if you don't have at least some interest in re-signing him.
It is a lot of money, as our panel pointed out in the last segment, to tie up if you can't get rid of that Kevin Love contract, and so far no one has wanted to take that on, especially since it ties up 2021 money, and then re-signing Andre Drummond. What direction would that put Cleveland in?
Treading water for a while their young players improve and their young guards figure out how to play in the NBA. And they're getting better now. They're getting better at shooting and playmaking and all that. But it's just sort of, could be a value play. It could end up being nothing. Maybe there's a chance they let him walk this summer. But it's sort of like they're going to have a void at center. At this price, it's kind of a why not? He does get numbers. He does rebound. And, maybe this trade will fire him up a little bit. There
you go. I want to ask you about the Miami trade to add Andre Iguodala. Where do you think realistically that puts Miami in the East? Because we've been talking about the wizardry of this deal, right? This team was hard capped with just $12,000 to spare, and they've suddenly made all of these moves, gotten themselves more salary room, gotten Jay Crowder and Andre Iguodala. What do you think that means for Miami in the East?
I think they're a little bit better, but not as improved as they were hoping to be. And they still have, 35 minutes to try and get Danilo Gallinari. That's the move that I think puts them clearly over the top of everyone else in the East except for Milwaukee, who is the favorite, I think the deserving favorite. But you put Gallo on that team, they go toe-to-toe to Milwaukee. Jay Crowder is sort of like a JV Gallo to me. He doesn't shoot the three nearly as well as Gallo. He's 30% this season. That's not so different from his career numbers. He's not as big. He's not as rangy. He's not as good of a playmaker. So I think that seems like a consolation prize to me. But if they could get the real thing, then you're talking about a team that I think goes toe-to-toe with the Bucks.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.